If you were to ask me the single greatest secret behind every outstanding achievement, every fortune made, every discovery unveiled, every dream realized, I would tell you this: it is the power of a definite major aim. The most successful men and women in history did not stumble their way to greatness. They charted a course, set their sights, and directed their every energy toward one clear, unwavering objective. Most people drift through life without ever pausing to choose a purpose. They allow the circumstances, whims, and opinions of others to shape their destinies. Like ships at sea with no captain at the helm, they are tossed about by every changing wind. And yet, the truth is simple and undeniable: no one ever achieved greatness by accident. Every towering accomplishment, every life of significance begins with a decision: the decision to choose a definite major aim and to pursue it with relentless focus. Why is this so essential? Because a definite aim brings order out of chaos. It transforms scattered wishes into burning desire, idle daydreams into marching orders for your mind and spirit. The moment you choose a major aim, you begin to draw unseen forces into play. Your thoughts align, your actions become deliberate, and even the world around you starts to respond. Let's be clear: having a definite aim is not the same as having a vague wish. Anyone can say, I want to be happy, or I want to be rich. But happiness and wealth are not aims, they are the rewards of pursuing something specific, something meaningful, with passion and discipline. A definite major aim is sharp, clear, and written down with conviction. It becomes your reason for rising each morning, your defense against discouragement, and your compass when doubts arise. Choosing a definite major aim is not just for the privileged few. You do not need to wait for the perfect time, the right conditions, or anyone's permission. All you need is the willingness to take responsibility for your own direction. The world is filled with people of talent, intelligence, and potential who never reach their summit simply because they never choose a mountain to climb. Let me challenge you now. Do not let your days slip by in a haze of uncertainty. Do not become a wandering generality when you could be a meaningful specific. Take inventory of your desires, your talents, your deepest hopes. Ask yourself, what do I want most from this life? What is the one goal that, if achieved, would give meaning and direction to all my efforts? Write it down, speak it aloud, claim it as your own. This is the first step, the act of choosing a definite major aim. From this decision, all greatness flows. Your aim may change and evolve as you grow, but the habit of aiming, the discipline of focus, will remain your most valuable asset. In the next part, we'll discover how to transform that aim from words on a page into the driving force of your daily actions. Now that you've identified your definite major aim, let's talk about turning that vision into a living, breathing force in your life. It's not enough to scribble a dream in a notebook or to whisper it once to the night sky. Your aim must be brought to life through persistent, purposeful action. This is where most people falter. They mistake the thrill of setting a goal for the work of achieving it. A definite major aim, if left unattended, is like a seed locked away in a drawer. It carries all the potential in the world, but unless you plant it, water it, and nurture it, it will never bear fruit. You must make your aim the central focus of your thoughts each day. Repeat it to yourself every morning. Visualize it with clarity. Let it shape your decisions, your schedule, and your conversations. When you give your aim the attention it deserves, you begin to attract opportunities, people, and ideas that would otherwise have passed you by. The world responds to those who know where they are going. This is not mystical thinking, it is a law as real as gravity. The mind, when fixated on a clear objective, becomes alert to every possible avenue for its fulfillment. Suddenly, the right book lands in your lap, the right mentor appears, and solutions begin to outnumber obstacles. Let's not romanticize the process. Choosing a definite major aim is just the beginning. The journey will demand sacrifice. You'll be called to give up distractions, to say no to lesser pursuits, and to rise after every setback. Many will call you stubborn, some may even call you foolish, but history is written by those who kept going when others settled for comfort. The greatest enemy of a definite major aim is not failure, but indecision. When you hesitate, you invite confusion, procrastination, and self-doubt into your life. But when you commit, truly commit, your mind begins to generate plans, your energy rises, and your actions take on new power. Commitment is the soil in which all achievement grows. Consider this: every great monument, every world changing business, every work of art began as a single thought nurtured, refined, and pursued with relentless discipline. It is not genius that separates the extraordinary from the ordinary, but the willingness to keep moving forward in the face of obstacles. So make your definite major aim more than a wish. Write it boldly, read it aloud each day. Picture yourself already living its results. When you face challenges, remind yourself that every obstacle is a stepping stone. Each time you reaffirm your aim, you fortify your will and set your feet more firmly on the path to success. Remember, it is not the size of your aim that matters most, but the strength of your devotion to it. A small aim, pursued with passion, can change the course of a life. A grand aim, neglected, is just a shadow. The choice is yours. In the next part, we'll explore how to craft a practical plan that brings your definite major aim from vision to reality and how to adjust your course as you learn and grow along the way. Having chosen your definite major aim and committed to making it central in your life, the next crucial step is to build a practical plan. You see, a goal without a plan is just a wish, a hope with no teeth, a dream without direction. The world is filled with men and women who set their sights on something big, only to fall short because they never mapped the road that would take them there. The act of planning transforms your aim from a distant vision into a sequence of concrete steps. It forces you to ask the hard questions: what must I do first? What resources do I need? Who can help me? And what must I learn along the way? When you begin to break your aim into actionable tasks, it stops being an abstract idea and becomes an adventure, one you can navigate day by day. Don't be fooled into thinking your plan must be perfect from the outset. The greatest plans are living documents shaped and reshaped by experience. Your first attempt may be flawed. You may overlook details, underestimate obstacles, or overestimate your resources. That's not failure, that's education. Every plan improves with action, reflection, and adjustment. Write your plan down. Break your aim into milestone smaller goals that lead you step by step toward your final destination. These milestones will give you a sense of progress, a reason to celebrate, and the motivation to keep going when the path grows steep. Review your plan regularly. When you succeed, ask yourself why. When you stumble, study the lesson. Each correction brings you closer to mastery. It's important to share your plan with those you trust: mentors, friends, or partners who can offer feedback, encouragement, and accountability. The journey to a definite major aim is rarely a solitary one. Others will see what you overlook, challenge your blind spots, and cheer you through discouragement. Do not be too proud to accept guidance. Even the greatest champions had coaches, advisors, and supporters. Along the way, you must cultivate patience and persistence. Progress often comes in fits and starts: a burst of triumph here, a season of struggle there. The world may not reward you right away. At times, you'll question your aim, your plan, even your worth. But remember, every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal than standing still ever could. One more thing: anticipate setbacks. They are not signals to quit, but invitations to grow. When your plan collides with reality, adjust it. When you meet resistance, ask what it's teaching you. Every obstacle overcome becomes a building block of your character, a testament to your commitment. So, take your definite major aim and chart your course. Make your plan simple, flexible, and actionable. Review it daily. Let it be your map through the fog, your anchor when the world tries to distract you. The journey will change you. In the pursuit of your aim, you will discover not just achievement, but a deeper understanding of your own capabilities and the power of focused intention. In the next part, we'll discuss the role of belief. Why unwavering faith in your aim can move mountains and turn the impossible into the inevitable. No matter how carefully you craft your plan, how passionately you pursue your goal, or how many resources you gather, your journey will ultimately be shaped by one force above all others: belief. It is your faith in your definite major aim, your unshakable conviction that it can and will become reality, that will determine your success more than any circumstance, talent, or stroke of luck. I have studied men and women who achieved what others called impossible. I have seen ordinary individuals rise to greatness, not by virtue of wealth or genius, but because they dared to believe in their chosen aim with a persistence that would not take no for an answer. Belief is the spark that ignites action when enthusiasm fades. It is the anchor that holds you steady when the winds of doubt begin to howl. Your mind is a powerful workshop, and the thoughts you permit to take residence there shape every outcome in your life. If you allow worry, indecision, or skepticism to creep in, you invite defeat long before any real obstacle appears. But when you fill your mind with faith, when you see your aim and your imagination as already accomplished, you unleash creative power and resilience you never knew you had. Let me be clear. Belief is not blind optimism. It does not ignore difficulties or pretend that the road will be easy. Rather, it is the deep inner knowing that every setback is temporary, every detour is part of the journey, and every failure carries the seed of a greater comeback. Belief turns obstacles into stepping stones and criticism into fuel for greater determination. Every day, affirm your faith in your definite major aim. Visualize it in vivid detail. See yourself already enjoying the rewards of your achievement. Speak your aim aloud. Surround yourself with people who support your vision and limit your time with those who sow doubt or negativity. Remember, confidence is contagious, but so is discouragement. Guard your environment fiercely. You will encounter skeptics. There will be voices sometimes from others, often from within that whisper, "You're not ready," or "It's too late," or "Who are you to attempt this?" Smile at these doubts and move forward anyway. History is littered with the regrets of those who listen to fear. It is illuminated by the triumphs of those who listen to their own belief. As you nurture your faith, your mind begins to search for solutions instead of excuses. You become alert to opportunity, resilient in the face of challenge, and unstoppable in pursuit of your aim. Belief is the lever that moves the world, the inner engine that transforms your plan from paper to reality. So, my friend, tend your belief as you would tend a precious flame. Feed it daily with positive thoughts, bold action, and the company of those who believe in you. Let it become the bedrock of your resolve. With belief as your constant companion, there is no limit to what your definite major aim can help you achieve. In the next part, we will see how persistence fueled by belief carries you through the darkest valleys and ensures that, no matter how long the journey, you reach your destination. Persistence is the bridge between belief and achievement. It is the daily choice to continue, to adjust, to rise again no matter how many times you stumble. Many begin the journey with hope and enthusiasm, but only those with unyielding persistence reach the summit of their definite major aim. Success does not greet the timid or reward the easily discouraged. It bows to those who simply refuse to quit. Understand this. Obstacles are not a sign you have chosen the wrong aim. On the contrary, every meaningful goal will test your patience, your discipline, and your resilience. The universe, it seems, asks us, how badly do you want this? The answer is revealed not in your intentions, but in your actions, especially on the days when nothing goes according to plan. Persistence is not glamorous. It often feels lonely, repetitive, and thankless. There will be days when the results are invisible, when your efforts seem wasted, and when doubt sits heavy on your shoulders. But remember, every day you stay the course, you are building strength. Every setback endured is a lesson learned. Every challenge faced is a tool added to your arsenal. If you study the stories of great achievers, those who built empires, discovered cures, changed the world, you'll find a common thread. They all experienced failure, rejection, and periods of despair. But they also possessed a tenacity that would not be broken. Their persistence transformed defeats into stepping stones and setbacks into fuel for greater determination. You too must develop this habit of persistence. Make it automatic. When you fall, stand up. When you doubt, act anyway. When progress slows, remind yourself why you began. Keep your definite major aim in front of you, at all times a beacon on the horizon. Review your plan, revise it if necessary, but never abandon your purpose. Surround yourself with reminders of your progress. Celebrate small victories along the way. Every accomplishment, no matter how minor, is proof that you are moving forward. These moments of recognition renew your motivation and strengthen your resolve. Sometimes persistence means changing your approach, not your aim. If a strategy fails, adapt. If a door closes, look for another. Flexibility and creativity are partners of persistence. Stubbornness for its own sake leads to frustration. Persistent innovation leads to victory. Let me share this truth. Persistence is the price of admission for any dream worth having. The world will offer distractions, setbacks, and even ridicule. But when you persist day after day, month after month, you develop an inner power that nothing can take away. You become the architect of your destiny. So, as you pursue your definite major aim, make persistence your daily companion. Feed it with belief, support it with action, and renew it with every sunrise. In doing so, you will join the ranks of those who have turned vision into reality, not by accident, but by the unwavering discipline of persistence. In the next part, we'll explore the importance of reviewing, refining, and evolving your aim as you grow, ensuring that your purpose remains a living, dynamic force in your life. Having a definite major aim is not a once-in-a-lifetime declaration carved in stone. It is a living, breathing force that must evolve with you. Life itself is dynamic here. Experiences, knowledge, and aspirations will grow and change as you do. To succeed, you must learn the art of reviewing, refining, and sometimes even reinventing your aim. Let's be clear. Stubbornly clinging to a goal that no longer serves your highest vision is not persistence, it's stagnation. The most successful people I have studied share this trait. They periodically step back, reflect on their journey, and adjust their direction as wisdom and experience demand. This willingness to adapt is not weakness, but the mark of true mastery. Schedule regular times to review your progress. Ask yourself, does my definite major aim still excite me? Is it worthy of my best efforts? Does it reflect who I am becoming, not just who I was when I first set it? If the answer is yes, recommit to it with even greater determination. If you sense your aim needs adjustment, do so boldly and without regret. Life is too precious to pursue a dream that no longer fits your spirit. Refinement is not a sign of failure. It is a vital part of the journey. Perhaps your original aim was shaped by limited experience or by the influence of others. As you grow, your vision may expand, your talents may deepen, and your understanding of what truly matters may shift. Embrace this evolution. Let it energize you, not hold you back. Seek feedback from trusted mentors, friends, and even from the results you achieve. What's working, what isn't? Where do you feel most alive and engaged? The answers to these questions are signals pointing you toward greater alignment with your highest potential. Sometimes the world will change around you, technologies advance, industries shift, and opportunities arise that you could not have foreseen. The person who clings blindly to yesterday's aim misses the chance to seize tomorrow's possibilities. Stay alert, be willing to learn, to pivot, and to risk new beginnings. Remember, flexibility paired with persistence is a winning combination. Do not mistake adjustment for giving up. There is a world of difference between abandoning a dream at the first sign of difficulty and thoughtfully redirecting your energy toward a more meaningful or attainable goal. The former is surrender. The latter is wisdom in action. Let your definite major aim be a living compass, always pointing you toward growth and fulfillment. With each review, you clarify your priorities, renew your motivation, and ensure your energy is invested where it matters most. Over time, this habit will make your journey not just productive, but profoundly rewarding. So, embrace the process of refinement. Trust your inner voice as it matures. Stay loyal to your purpose, but never be afraid to upgrade your aim as your capacity for greatness expands. In doing so, you will ensure that your life remains a dynamic adventure guided always by vision and fueled by the courage to become your best self. In the next part, we'll see how your definite major aim impacts those around you, inspiring others and creating a legacy that extends far beyond your own achievements. Your definite major aim is never just about you. As you pursue your goal with passion and discipline, you inevitably inspire others. Your energy becomes contagious. Your example becomes a silent invitation for others to set their own sights higher. Never underestimate the power of your story. The ripples of your ambition can change not only your own world, but the world of everyone around you. Think about the leaders, innovators, and visionaries who have shaped history. Most began with a single, burning purpose. Their conviction was so strong, their determination so visible, that others were drawn to their cause. Whether building a business, advancing science, or changing the course of society, they succeeded not just through personal achievement, but by creating a wave of inspiration that lifted countless others. As you walk the path of your definite major aim, you become a lighthouse for those still searching for direction. Your persistence in the face of setbacks, your willingness to learn, your refusal to settle for mediocrity, these qualities speak louder than any speech. People notice. Some will ask for your advice, others will quietly watch, drawing courage from your actions. You become a living proof that purpose and perseverance lead somewhere worth going. This responsibility is both privilege and challenge. When you set a high standard for yourself, others will expect you to live by it. Your integrity, humility, and generosity will be tested. You may find that your influence is greatest not in your moments of triumph, but in how you handle disappointment, how you treat those who can do nothing for you, and how you react when no one is watching. Seize this opportunity. Use your journey to lift others as you climb. Share your lessons and setbacks honestly. Celebrate not only your victories, but the growth you see in those around you. When you help someone else clarify their own aim, when you offer encouragement or practical support, you multiply the impact of your own purpose. A rising tide lifts all boats. Remember, legacy is not built in isolation. It is the sum of every life you touch along the way. The child who dreams bigger because of your encouragement, the colleague who finds new resolve after seeing you persevere, the friend who dares to try after hearing your story, these are the real monuments of a life well lived. So let your definite major aim shine brightly, not just as a beacon for your own journey, but as a light for others to follow. Welcome those who join you, support those who stumble, and take pride in building a legacy that endures beyond your own achievements. In the next part, we'll explore the lasting rewards that flow from a life dedicated to a definite major aim, rewards, not only of accomplishment, but of character, fulfillment, and true significance. The pursuit of a definite major aim brings with it rewards that reach far beyond what you might first imagine. Of course, there is the satisfaction of accomplishment, the thrill of seeing your vision realized, of goals turned into reality, of knowing you have left your mark. But there are deeper, subtler gifts as well: the growth of your character, the discovery of your strengths, and a sense of fulfillment that no external prize can match. Let's begin with accomplishment. When you live with purpose, your days take on new meaning. You wake each morning with direction. Decisions come easier, motivation stays high, and setbacks lose much of their power to discourage. Every milestone reached becomes a proof of your ability to shape your own fate, but the rewards do not end there. Along the way, you develop character traits that become more valuable than any tangible result. Discipline, resilience, patience, these are forged in the fires of challenge and perseverance. Each obstacle overcome adds to your inner store of confidence. The courage to start, the humility to learn, and the grit to continue, these qualities become part of who you are, not just what you do. A definite major aim brings clarity to your relationships as well. People are drawn to those who live with conviction. Your purpose will attract allies, mentors, and partners who share your values. You learn to discern which influences move you closer to your goal and which distract you from it. Over time, your network becomes a community, a circle of support, shared wisdom, and collective growth. The sense of fulfillment that comes from pursuing a great aim is unlike any fleeting pleasure. You find joy not just in reaching your destination, but in every step along the way. Even your failures are transformed. They become opportunities for reflection, learning, and self-improvement. The person who lives with purpose views adversity as a teacher, not an enemy. And then there is significance. While success may be measured by what you achieve, significance is measured by what you give. When your aim lifts others, solves problems, or inspires change, your legacy expands. You become part of something larger than yourself, a cause, a movement, or a tradition that endures. This sense of significance gives you strength in difficult times. When doubts arise, when motivation wanes, remind yourself why you started. Reflect on the lives you have touched, the example you set, and the values you represent. These are the rewards that last: a quiet pride, a clear conscience, and a deep sense that your life mattered. So, as you pursue your definite major aim, keep your eyes not only on the end goal, but on the person you are becoming in the process. Treasure the growth, the connections, and the impact you create. For these are the true riches, the gifts that endure long after the applause has faded. In the next part, We'll look at how to guard against complacency, stay true to your purpose through life's changes, and keep your definite major aim alive and burning bright to the very end. Success, no matter how hard won, carries a hidden danger: complacency. The greatest threat to ongoing achievement is not failure, but the temptation to rest on your laurels, to let yesterday's victories lull you into tomorrow's stagnation. This is why those who build extraordinary lives are not satisfied with a single summit. They keep their definite major aim alive, dynamic, and ever evolving. Let's be clear: achievement is not a finish line. The satisfaction of a goal met is real, but it is also fleeting. Once the applause fades and the excitement settles, you are left with a choice: either to drift or to set a new course. Those who choose the latter, who remain hungry for growth and meaning, are the ones who build legacies that outlast their own lifetimes. Review your purpose regularly. Ask yourself, is my aim still worthy of my best effort? Does it challenge me? Does it serve not only my interests, but also the greater good? Life changes, and so must your aim. As you grow in knowledge, skill, and wisdom, let your purpose expand with you. Do not fear new mountains, seek them. Stay vigilant against the comfort of routine. It's easy to become attached to habits that once served you, but now hold you back. Make a habit of stepping outside your comfort zone. Welcome new challenges, seek fresh experiences, and remain open to ideas that stretch your thinking. This is the mindset of those who never stop growing. Guard your enthusiasm. Passion, like a fire, must be fed regularly. Return to your vision often. Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. Celebrate your progress, but refuse to become complacent. The world is full of those who once dreamed greatly, only to settle for mediocrity when the first goal was reached. Don't let that be your story. Share your journey. Teach what you've learned. Mentor others who are beginning their own quests. In doing so, you renew your own commitment and keep your purpose fresh. The best way to keep your definite major aim alive is to give it away, to let it inspire, uplift, and empower those around you. Remember, the path of purpose is a lifelong adventure. There will be seasons of great progress and times of slow growth, moments of triumph and periods of doubt. Through it all, your definite major aim is both anchor and engine, the force that keeps you moving forward, learning, and contributing. So, resist complacency with the same energy you resisted defeat. Stay alert, stay humble, keep your eyes on the horizon and your heart open to new ambitions. For as long as you live with purpose, your life will remain rich, meaningful, and full of possibility. In the final part, we'll bring together the lessons of this journey: a call to action, a reminder of your potential, and a final charge to make your definite major aim the central story of your life. And so we arrive at the final truth. Your life will always be defined by the clarity of your aim and the courage of your pursuit. The world is filled with people who wait for inspiration, who drift in the tides of chance, and who settle for less than their heart's desire. But greatness belongs to those who choose their purpose with conviction, who write it in bold letters, and who refuse to let obstacles or doubts turn them aside. A definite major aim is not simply a statement on a piece of paper. It is the living contract you make with yourself. It is your declaration to the universe that you intend to live, not merely exist. Every day you renew that contract through your thoughts, your choices, and your actions. You are the author of your story, the architect of your destiny, and the builder of your legacy. Never underestimate the power of decision. The act of choosing a single aim sets into motion forces within yourself and in the world that you cannot fully predict or control. Doors open, energy rises, and people are drawn to your enthusiasm. You find solutions where others see only problems, and you persist where others would surrender. All because you have something to live for, something clear, compelling, and deeply your own. Let this be your challenge. Do not leave your aim to chance or to the fleeting moods of the day. Define it, refine it, guard it as you would guard your greatest treasure. Let it grow and evolve as you do, but never let it be replaced by distraction or complacency. When setbacks come, and they will, use them as fuel. When victories come, let them inspire you to reach higher. Understand that the world needs your purpose. Every breakthrough, every innovation, every act of compassion began with one person who refused to let their aim die. When you live with focus and passion, You become a light for others, a beacon of possibility in a world that too often encourages compromise and resignation. So write your definite major aim, not just on the page, but in your heart. Commit to it daily, protect it fiercely, and pursue it relentlessly. Share it with others, let it shape your days, and watch as your life unfolds in ways you could never have dreamed. The person you become in the process will be your greatest achievement. This is your time, this is your life. Make your aim a living, foreseen, unbreakable promise to yourself and a gift to the world. For in the end, the real reward is not simply what you achieve, but the life you create, the person you become, and the legacy you leave behind.